G'day Spurs fans, it's Paul Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And in shock news, we've made our first signing of the season. Yes, it's Timo Werner. Stop Spursosphere. It's not permanent, it's only a loan for another year. God, that was close. Nearly wiped us out. The Spursosphere nearly melted down. Perhaps it has already. Myself, you know, it's not that thrilling. It's not that disappointing. Maybe there's rationale for. I guess I'm glad that we didn't opt for the permanent sign-on. We're giving him another year to see what he can do. So I don't think that's the end of the world, personally. Did he do enough in his time here so far? Probably not. Well, not to warrant a permanent thing, but hey, you know, football's another funny old thing. He might come good this year. He wasn't total rubbish. If I think, how do we start last season? So up front we had Sonny, Richarlison, Brennan Johnson, Kulusevski, Brian Hill, sort of, and Ivan Perisic, and Manuel Solomon. So the question is, to me, is Timo Werner an upgrade on the players that we lost or are going out the door? Perisic is gone. Brian Hill, I think it's time for him to go. Definitely better than him. Manuel Solomon's a bit unknown, but he does have injury problems, and he had injury problems at Shakhtar before he joined Spurs as well. Oh, look at that, it's a proper goalpost, even though it's got some spiky things on top to make it multi-code. You can never win in this country. It's a compromise, I guess. So is Timo Werner an upgrade on any days? And I think the answer is yes to that. He's definitely an upgrade on Hill. Probably Manuel Solomon, and we do need extra up front. So if you think of our front line at the moment, so we've got Werner, Johnson, Kulu, Son, Richarlison. We've got 5 there for 3 places. We need a striker, and we probably need a winger. So there's room for one more to go out of that, probably. Really, I'm more annoyed over us signing Kulusevski permanently than Timo Werner. I think Timo's probably a better player than Kulu. I think Kulu's been off it, very inconsistent for the last 2 years. So I'm not seeing the furore over Timo when there was no furore over Kulu joining, and I think that was a big error. A bigger error rather, but hey, at the end of the day, what do I know? It's just opinion. So all I can really think is I hope he does well. I'd be very disappointed if that was the only signing we're going to make on our front 3, and I don't think that would be the case this window. But hey, we lose wages, there's no transfer fee yet. And you know, it's a loan. If the loan doesn't work out mid-year, we can get rid of him then as well. I expect. I mean, that's the way it usually works with these things. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of hubbub over nothing. I suspect some people want to burn the whole stadium down, but then some of these people aren't even supporting Tottenham at the moment. From what I can recall, a lot of them were saying City till July. So I don't really care what any of them think or what their opinion is of what a real fan is or not, because they've lost their 100% record and I haven't. So there's lots of rumours flying around at the moment about what we're going to be buying. The silly season officially opens in just over 2 weeks' time, 15th of June. Myself, I'd like a striker, of course. I think that's a bit of a no-brainer. We definitely lack goals. We lack that clinical finish, despite creating loads of chances and having a whole load of possession up near the opposition 18-yard box. We didn't convert enough, so something has to be done. Timo might well be part of that. I don't, well, obviously he's going to be some part of it, but how big a part we don't know yet. But striker, I'd like possibly a winger. I don't think Kulu's up to it. I think Johnson might well be up to it, but we definitely need a striker. I'm not sure about selling Richarlison, because we do need 2 strikers, and Richarlison again has injury trouble. I think if we got rid of him, then we'd need to buy 2 strikers basically, because I don't think there's anyone from the academy coming through. Dane Scarlett, I don't think has got what it takes. So then midfield, I just want a big bugger, some big meathead thug who can pass the ball 10-15 yards. That'll do for me in midfield. I think the midfield's looking not too bad, and as far as defence goes, I think we need cover for Pedro Porro. Hopefully Royale will be out the door and we can cut ties with Sessegnon and Reguilon as well. So I think probably I'd like to see another, I'm going to be greedy, I'd like to see another 4 signings this summer. If we do 4 signings, I think that would be a good window, on top of Timo. If it's 5, I think that'll be spectacular, but I'd hazard a guess that there'd be some development players in there. We've also got Lucas Bergvall, who's coming into the team, so I don't know how big he is. I want a big meathead though, someone who can dictate the game, like Conor McGregor has been doing for Celtic, someone like that, someone who just commands the game and drives the ball forward. So look, I don't think it's the end of the world, Timo. It's like, okay, we didn't buy him, we didn't let him go. I'm not fussed, really. I'm not fussed. I don't think it harms us. I think it might help us a little. Whether it's worth the salary we're paying, hey, time will tell. But there's a long way to go yet, and the window hasn't even started yet. Till next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Peace and love, and come on, you Spurs.